What's going on? I got uh I don't like these kind of things. I don't know if you be seeing these. Whatever it is, you should ignore these. These dudes that be selling these vocals non-exclusive. This is trash. But I want to see like the comments, like what people say. I don't know. They're not gonna give me the comments. You're gonna have to let me pull out the Google Translate. What am I doing here? I'm finding weird ads like these selling vocals, non-exclusive vocals, trying to gauge like how people feel about this because I think it's a bad idea. I don't think it's good for artists. Drum kit, no. So check this, right? This is non-exclusive, like the beats, right? But they're selling verses. So they're selling popular rappers verses, but as non-exclusive. So many people can have the same feature, right? The same guest artist, but because many people can purchase this one verse, um, it prevents artists from actually being able to upload these to a Spotify or Apple Music because these aren't or a reason being would be that they're not official verses, they're not official releases, so they're not allowed to be used. And I think this is I think I don't want to call it theft, right? But I believe it's tricking naive artists who recognize these larger industry names and thinking that this is something that's going to help their music out when it's not. It actually hurts their own music by using these non-exclusive things. And I don't know. I don't really agree with selling these, and this guy's been doing it for some time, and I don't know how. On actually, I mean, I know how, right? It's not difficult, but I don't understand how the practice is profitable, because you can only be making money off of people who don't understand what it means to get a verse or purchase a verse from a larger artist. And another thing would be that instead of putting money into this package here, into whatever it costs, we'll click. Let's find out, right? So instead of, I'm not putting my information, but instead of putting money into this, someone could what's going on? Someone could put their money into, dealing with another artist. Gina, what's going on? Where you been? Where you be? I hit you up on the Discord. You don't hit me back. Uh, yeah, I haven't been on in a while just because I've been trying to figure out what to do with this stuff. I don't really know, like go online, but that's what the test stream's for. I'm just trying to figure out what actually works, what kind of stuff I still have, like platforms and whatnot that are working that I can use with this stuff. What you been up to? What's good? What's happening? How you been living? Ah, that's why. Okay, gotcha. Stiff off. Whack. Gotcha. Two-step verification. You gonna have to hit me up some other way. Yo, tell me what you be thinking about these non-exclusive verses. I hate these sales, and there was some head in here that was asking about them. Well, not asking about them. I was just kind of looking it up because the ad came in front of me, and I'm like, is this guy really still selling these non-exclusive verses? And yeah, he's still selling non-exclusive verses, and I saw Black Thought was in one of them. I'm like, for real? Like, you got Black Thought to do this? You got Black Thought to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you tricking these larger artists into thinking like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm helping out smaller artists. And the reality is that smaller artists can't use this bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they put that non-exclusive verse on their project that automatically prevents it from being usable anywhere except on, I don't even know if you can upload these on SoundCloud like that. Maybe, right? Because it's not like official DSP stuff, but this ain't, I don't know that I don't know that outside of maybe something like that where your own project. Oh yeah, yeah, right. So exactly, right. And so and here's the thing. So I don't. All right. So I don't know if you've seen them before, because this ain't the only one, right? Um, let me see. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up my pull up some shit. Let me check some stuff and see if I can find like the links. Come on now, what's going on? Let me see if I can find, because there's a couple of them at one point, right? And there were a couple at one point, but a lot of them got shut down, right? So there was even a website, but the website got called out for it. Not called out. What it was the web one. There was this specific website, and I think they were making like AI verses or something at one point, and so that ended up getting taken down. But let me see if I can pull these links up because I was trying to figure out some short form content to do on this stuff, and I just never executed that shit. I suck at content. I hate doing content. Uh, where is this? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Oh my gosh! I'm zonking. I'm zonking. Where is this website stuff? But there was one. It was called like industry features, industry dash features, and I think they were using like hip fake fake verses. Let me see. I think I got one of them right now. Oh damn! Is my mouse dying too? Damn. It's another reason why I'll be doing all the live because my shit just be going like mad slow. Hey yo, what's good? What's good? Kuda, I see you, G. You don't trust them because they use AI. Everything's AI now. It's hard to escape it. Everything is AI. I roll with ethical AI. Like I like when people say where they shit came from. And when I say ethical AI, I mean like Lemonade. I like Lemonade. They're a straight up company. And then I know this Ukraine cat who made a program, like a melody making program. So I gotta give, like I'm like, yeah, bruh, you supporting yourself out in the middle of a war. I gotta give it up to you. This was one of the this was the old 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 one, right? So it says they were selling features. See, I don't know if it's gonna come up. I see you, man. Affordable features, right? So you would buy these features, and they ended up being like not real, right? But that's not really even the cream of the pie. What was really going down was because they got shut down, but you had I'm gonna see because you had Snow the Prada, Snow the Product say something about these people, right? Let me see. I might be able to just pull her shit up. Snow, um, right? So you have this right here. Yo yo SPS was good G, the OG. So you had. Snow the product say something about this, and she made this. Nah, that ain't even the post. That ain't even the post. It was a Facebook post. But it had like an image, and she was like calling out these like companies by name. See, that's what I get for not saving these links the way I should have. And now I'm trying to explain to someone I can't find this stuff. Here we go. Here we go. This is it. This the one. This the one. All right, right. So and this is where she was like calling out like right. So you can see like Adrian Wood, that's Anno Domini. Right. So yeah, and oh, all right, and you make a good you make a good point, right? So let me do this right. So that's the point, is that it's not just using Suno and making something, because like there's a reality where a lot of this stuff is made for humor, right? Like there's a reality where some of this stuff is made with genuine, you know, innocence, not people trying to overwhelm a system in order to get a payday from it, right? But that's the reality we got instead. We didn't get people who just were having fun and being like their own unique independent creators from it. And that's taking away from the fact that Suno stole all of its information to make Suno, right? That's a separate conversation. You know, like I don't think Suno should exist, right? Because they're built off of stolen material, but they do exist. So that took it to the next level where people are using this more nefariously, and there's really no way to get that genie back into the bottle. There's no way to put that smoke back into the cigarette, right? And um so, and then when you get a Dr. Dre and a Will I Am and who was the other guy, Timberland, you know, when you get these guys who support this shit while um overlooking, you know, good, you know, what's that word they keep using, not legally sourced, but you know, the stuff that is made without using, you know, properties, is trained, like, you know, trained on either open source or, you know, their, you know, fixed training with their own LLM modeling or whatever, you know, stuff like that, where it makes sense, that I'm for. But to have you know, essentially just plat a plan, because I like, you know, like I'm not a melody guy, so I don't mind having something that throws me a MIDI that I can use and throw in something, because that, you know, in my head again, that gets to those arguments. That's no different than using a sample or using a something. Yeah, using a loop from someone, I get that. I get those arguments. But when you have something that's built off of, or is giving you something that already actually exists for proprietary use, then I don't understand what you're arguing, except the fact that you're using stolen material, no different than, all right, if we're comparing it to sampling, you're using someone else's property. Right. They don't have to deal with things on the ground level. And I think I heard, it might have been Curtis King saying something about it. And how was it phrased? Because I'm going to be paraphrasing it. Um, but basically, it's one of these things where you got these companies, they came in and decided, one, this, they're not doing this for the music, right? None of these companies are doing this for the music. I got a spider hanging here, coming down. Don't, shit, it fell. Anyways, you got, they're doing, they're doing it not because of the music. They're doing it because they care about making money, and so that's what they did. They maximized the amount of money they made, and then when they came close enough to a peak or close enough to where it is, they used that money to settle a bunch of lawsuits. They used the money to go ahead and create the partnerships, basically do and ask for apology later type of circumstance. And this played out, and now you see, the partnerships, you see the settlements, you see the court cases playing out. And these, for us, who don't see billions of dollars, millions of dollars, who don't see transfers every day, it seems like a lot of money is getting pulled from a Suno, from a Udio, from whoever in all of these lawsuits. But the fact is they've made much more than what they're paying in lawsuits and restitution and whatnot. So at the end of the day, even if they only keep half of what they've gained, yeah, that's still in the billions of dollars. So yeah, I don't want to say they won, like they won, but it's clear that the idea of there being some kind of personal protection over what you put on the internet, that's gone. They proved that what there's what what you gonna do unless you're a large enough entity. There's nothing that's really protecting what you put on the internet. And maybe that gets to some of the arguments that Curtis King makes about not throwing everything you have on there, but what are we doing? What are we actually doing? Yeah, exactly. So, they're getting over on, basically because there's not a person that can go to jail over this, right? Because it's an entity. They don't, the consequences for them are mitigation. And yeah, they've outmaneuvered that simply by making enough. So be it, capitalism. The dark alternative bundles and samples. What you talking? Who you from? What, these guys or cymatics? Because I got my library is full of cymatic stuff now since they've been tossing everything free. I've been hitting their little live things up. Or are you talking about these just the regular beat packs from these guys. Because for a while, I mean, like they be doing, they do the beat packs. I don't got no thing against that. It's when they be trying to sell this stuff, and Wishmaster, he does that, and that's, he's OG, and I was in a group that he was running at one time, and I'm like, bruh, this is the kind of stuff you guys do. Yeah, so I like this. I like the stuff. I mean, I don't want to say it's generic. It's just that there's they're pumping out so much that there's some redundancies in in the drums, definitely, like the loops, because I collect the loops, the drum loops mostly. I mean, I got all of the packs, right, that they've been giving out. Most of what they've been giving out, it's more like I hit about 200 gigabytes almost of packs that was on my drive, and I decided I'm not using nearly half of this stuff in regard to the way I'm gonna apply some of these things, when it's just like chopping parts of loops. I don't really use an entire looper. I'll just chop a sound out of it um and apply it over the sound from another loop, right? But it's just a lot of redundancies with the drums, and like I dumped all of the R&B. I dumped a lot of the electronic stuff that was in there. It kind of didn't make sense. It's some of it just sounds like it's made to be made, again, to give you options. But if you're collecting sounds, pick your favorite from those ones. Um, I like the 2000s sound. They had the a lot of the happening hip hop sounds, like, but when you get in kind of like what was it, like the Aurora stuff, and then like the Gem stuff, and some of the stuff where the packages look really nice, more so than what's included. It's like, all right, here's this version of the pack, and then this version of this pack, and then this version of this pack, and like, it's just you're not getting much variation or variety is going to spark these ideas, right? It's nothing to me. I'm just like, all right, here's a collection of some sounds that, when I'm down on something, I can toss over top. Oh yeah. And so what and so what is he are they like lighting different people to make these packs for him like that? Because obviously they're not making all of them themselves, and so what they got, like, those cats. In which Mortal Kombat? We talk about games and movies. We talking because the movie was scored, right? So with that weak ass remake version of the original. Electronic one. I ain't even go to these to see the new movie. I I just let all the reviewers tell me how disappointing it was. Movie, all right, yeah, I bet. And so the 95, oh, the classic. All right, so look, yeah, so now we, yeah, all right. That's 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 classic era. So yeah, you you're probably getting what you need. And here's the thing with on the way I split mine up too. So let me go ahead and pull it because I don't have the banks just in groups no more because I use Claude to separate everything. So I don't even know where those are at. Right. So you see here, you gonna do some DX from chat. Shit, what I've been doing with trap is, I got the Spawn plugin, so I go heavy with that when it comes to trap, right? And so I have you can see here, this is what I had Claude do for me is separate these. So first it's all about genre, right? And then subgenre, and then by the pack of the people. And then that's all split by sample effects, drums, and then bass, right? So bass loops. That way I can just get some loops for the bass if I really want to. We just gonna stick with sample here because it's easy, right? And so all of the sample packs, if they had drums in them, they got split out. That way I was able to do this. But let's see here. We go to cymatics, right? And then boom. Who we looking for? Dark. Nah, so I might not. If they were doing that under cymatics, I might not have that one. Let's see, but it might be what. But since that's I got rid of a lot of electronic loops because I was being overwhelmed with electronic. So I think I might not have it if it was under electronic. I kept dubstep because dubstep go hard. I love dubstep. Yo, these bass loops doing in here? Oh, they bass ain't supposed to be in here. But they ain't really basses. That ain't bass. Yeah, so I gotta tell what's yo, Claude, you're gonna have to do that later though. Am I on the bait? No, this is all a sample. That's crazy. That's crazy. I gotta tell Claude. I can't believe Claude missed this. I can't believe Claude missed this. He's also supposed to be in the bass loops. You see what I'm saying? So, I just, when you at a certain point, it was just kind of getting redundant. I think I kept house because all sounds and shit. You can get some cool stuff with house. So I kept these things, but for the electronic, but I got rid of that a lot of just like the bass electronic stuff that was from cymatics and a lot of R&B stuff because I don't fuck with soft shit, but you can't see me pointing at it. That's stupid. I kept the soul stuff though because that's hip hop. It's just under R&B, but it's really like chopped up, chop, chop up some shit like type of soul sample. That's there. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you gonna have to show me some more when you get in when you down when you up when you busting them again. Oh yo, you got them up on your SoundCloud? I'll check that out later. I have to actually get up off here in a minute though. Using Claude for everything. Yeah, noise. Got the new joints. You want to shoot somewhere. You want to me Discord no more. Since you on Discord was isn't YouTube bringing back Legend though? Aren't they about to didn't they do that again? I remember they used to way back in the day, but that was before I had an account on SoundCloud. Yeah, but where else? Yeah, I love Claude for organizing. I use yo, it's yeah, Claude has cleaned up my computer so much for me. My Mac, my hard drives. Oh man, Claude is like a computer made for me. Yeah, you got to do something. I hit you up. I think it was New Year's. And I was like, oh, she must not be getting on here no more. Oh, that's why I couldn't. Stupid. Stupid. Or 1 month ago, that's you 1 month ago. That coming through the system audio because I know the browser options got the new option. So I'm testing out. testing out audio, testing out the audio. It's low, it's low. Let's see. I don't know if it changed. If I do it up here, right? I probably don't get a lot of I do it to John Morgan and Morgan. I can hear it. Right now I'm getting this State Farm commercial. I'm trying to figure out how to turn it up in the there you go, yeah. In the browser, but I don't think I can. That like Illumity bonus track. I'll never leave when it actually in key. If you want me to stay, I'll always be. If you want me, if you want me to tell me, oh, oh, oh. I don't know how to turn it up. Like I know I can turn it up here. India Ali. That's like, that's, like that's original neo soul, an era where singing was absolutely mandatory. Yeah, what I can do, let me try this instead. I can do. Let me try this instead. Share. Oh, so it says audio tab. What you mean audio tab? What the fuck does that mean? Also share audio. Audio tag? Like, what the fuck do you mean audio tag? You talking about audio from my tab or so if that's the case, hold on, let me try it like this then. Also share system audio. That's what I want, B. System audio only. Also share system audio. There we go. I bet. Share system audio. Now tell me if you got it. Oh wait, hold on. And share. Well, yeah, it's playing through my speakers right now. That's what I'm saying. I can play it. If I pump it up louder, it's just getting loud in here. I don't think it's my share screen. It ain't even showing up. Oh my goodness. But that's all right. I do it like this. Yeah, I got the Mac. You already know how Mac restrictive Mac is. You know how many different different wormholes I gotta go through to get what normal people get working. I feel like, nah, you can't do that. You gonna steal audio. You gonna steal movie audio. Like, bro, I ain't stealing movie audio, nigga. Like, get out of here. Get out of my personal business. Like, I bought this for my use anyways. Why are you worried about what I'm fixing to do with it like that? Yes, right? They don't. They trip over the wrong stuff. But instead, check this out. Instead, I'm gonna do. Oh my gosh. Like I tried to do. That's that bullshit. Uh, oh, at least it's all good. Let me take this screenshot though. No, not that. Come on. No, not that. Come on. All right, that worked. I should have all of them. Cause this is shit at the. Beep. Oh my gosh. So I'm still streaming like goofy and funny, but I can't even see my stuff. So I guess I'm just gonna shut it down. Alright, G. Look, I'm gonna catch you. Actually, I'm gonna do something right now. I'm gonna hit you up on SoundCloud until you get there. Until you get back on the Discord. You see me. I can't see nothing happening. My screen froze. So got me looking goofy. Not like, yeah. Shit. It shows I'm all connected and shit, but it's all froze on my side. So all right, hit me back. Hit me on the cloud. I'll talk to you.